How's it going, Saber fans? This is Jeffrey was here, and this video is, I guess it might be an overall review video, I guess, but it's mostly a video of my experiences thus far due to some recent events that happened with my collection here. Um, it's mostly a video for my friends and people that are involved in the Elite Lightsaber Society. It's a Facebook page, and the Vault. The Vault is another page I'm a part of too. It's the Vault, a custom lightsaber group or whatever. But both are closed groups. Really, really cool people though. They'll let anybody in. As long as you're not an asshole, then you probably won't last very long. But I've never had any problems with anybody there. I do happen to notice some things, and that's pretty much what this video is about. About like certain, I guess what you want to call maybe saber shaming. For those who own a Saber Forge or Ultra Sabers, or actually even support them by probably owning or purchasing them. And this video is, it's not so much like they're shaming you. They're just trying to help you make a logical decision, because this stuff's not really cheap, you know. It's not like buying a candy bar at a store and like that. I mean, it takes people, you know, a great deal of time to save up money for something like this. So they don't really want people to like you know, just to get discouraged, because the experiences that I've had so far would put a lot of people, a lot of bad tastes in people's mouths, and that I've already had it from some of these companies. So here it is, and by far, let me reiterate that my favorite experience has been a part of those groups. And this is not a video to shame anyone with those groups, because obviously I have purchased nothing but Ultra Saber and Saber Forge here, but I also have some Vader's Vaults on the way, and I also have some Hamptons. I have the Hamptons OTS Sabers on the way. So I'm trying to get a grasp of the big picture from everyone, and this is my experience thus far. I don't necessarily just support directly Ultra Sabers and Saber Forge. I just want to make that very, very clear, and this is why. First and foremost, this is my first Saber. It's the Manticore CE, and what I liked about it was the emitter, and what really impressed me was the quality and the machining. Okay, chamfered edges, nothing sharp. Detail, like you know, I was afraid that this would be square, but it's not. It's contoured to the hilt. This is contoured to the hilt. The kill key needs some work because it's ugly and it doesn't work. Okay. Also, the electronics inside. This is actually my champion hilt, because I've had this for 3.5 months versus the Saber Forges that I've had for 2 weeks, and they're already crapping out. So this is lasting longer than Saber Forge, if that puts any perception for you, perspective for you, excuse me. But this right here is where, you know, they put in the electronics, but they at least they have a chassis. Okay, well, I'm not going to take it out, but they have mini USB ports that you plug in. But when you take it out, put it in, take it out, take it out, put it in, this starts to flicker, and this starts to flicker. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and just show you that. See how it flickers? See that? Okay, so, and then it boots, or fucking, I don't know what the hell it's doing. Anyways, but it still works, even with a kill key. Okay, so this is my first hilt, and it is my pride and joy. I really do. I still like this hilt. It's a canvas to me, and I definitely have some doctoring up to do with that, and I will be fixing that, you know, relatively soon. So there you go. As far as the electronics install on the Ultra Sabers, these two are empty. I got these. I ordered these because I was just kind of like, well, I'm not going to go through that again for obvious reasons, right? But I will give them this, okay? Ultra Sabers has a ridiculously fast turnaround time. Okay, I got this in 2 weeks. I got these in 5 days. Okay, and so if you want a saber now, go with them. However, they're a little pricey for what they are, and you end up dealing with electronics like this one, right? After a while. So, it's kind of a leap of faith. Not everyone experiences problems like this, but there are quite a few. Okay, from what I've heard, and so their blades, the mirror tip blades, the rounded mirror tip blades, are nice and bright and full. The bullet tip, it's not quite as bright at the tip. And they glue the diffusion film to the blade inside. So when you have a windowed emitter like this, you'll see the glue right about here. Or when you have a windowed emitter like this, you'll see the glue right about here. Okay, so Vader's Vault is the only one out of all the blades I have, out of the 3 companies that I've dealt with, that doesn't do that. Okay, so they have that, right? So yeah, that's Ultra Sabers. Now Saber Forge, move the other side. Now Saber Forge, I've had these hilts for 2 weeks, and they're already crapping out. Okay. This one, I decided to do this one. I don't know why I even got this one. I thought the window would be kind of cool, but I think there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. I really like windowed emitters, but this is probably just too much window for me. It's still kind of cool, but not as cool as these, right? So I decided to try and config the sound, the clash. The problems I had with these right off the bat, and they're all very same, is that changing the color was way too easy. Like, you'd be just swinging it and all of a sudden it just changes color. Secondly, the swings were hard to get out of, and they were very intermittent. Like, they would work for like a really long time. They would work well, and then they'd stop working, and they didn't work at all, or they would just work once and then it wouldn't work at all. It was very intermittent. It was very sporadic and intermittent as far as getting the swings and also the flash on clash, right? And when I configured this one, it was working well for a minute, then it got stuck on purple, and it got stuck on a font, and I couldn't change it, I couldn't turn it off, I couldn't do anything. I put the kill key in, and then it stopped, and then it started again. So I don't know what the hell happened. I couldn't get it to stop, so I had no choice but to gut it, because it was late at night, and I didn't want to listen to that thing when I was trying to go to sleep. So that's pretty much fucked. This one, as far as the edges go too, they're really sharp. They need to really work on chamfering those edges. Like over here, it's really sharp. At the tip here, it's all very sharp on the here too. So they need to really work on that. Bane, not so bad. It's okay, but this speaker right here is probably blown. So you can definitely hear that, right? Oh, shit. I'm not even... I can't even get it to swing. There we go. There we got it to swing. Can't get it to clash either. Oh, I got one clash. So you can kind of see... You can see my point on that one. And then here's the Bane, which I got. I've been at it like 3 days. And this is what I have. It's a very, very subtle, muffled sound. Doesn't even sound as loud as that, even though it's distorted. Couple things I also happen to notice here is that you can actually see light through that seam there. And through here, right? And you can see the emitter through here. You can see the blade color through here, and also down the bottom here. They could have used maybe a rubber gasket or a foam to block that, to block this, to block this. I'm assuming because of the styling, that's probably just the way it is, but they could have made it better, for the amount of money you paid for this thing. Also, See how subtle that is? Yeah, it's not even hardly any loud. Also, you know, attention to detail when it comes to machining, that's way off. That should be way better. Especially something you look at. I mean, if it's on the bottom, then it's not a big deal. But you're looking right at the damn thing. You know, if it was on the bottom, it'll be fine. But you're looking right at it. You know, and that needs some work. This isn't cut straight either. That's at an angle, you can see there. And you know, just the speaker, it sits at an angle like this or like that or whatever. It's not flush, which might have something to do with the sound. And why is the pommel so fucking big when they could have just fit the speaker in there flush anyways? What the hell are they doing? You know, so I mean, they could have. There's a lot of work here. It is. I love the style. You know, I like the style of all the hilts that I got, but it definitely needs some work. And I ordered red. These are hero tiers, right? This is RGBA. This is supposed to be red. Why in the hell would you want blue in this? I don't know. Anyways, so would I go through Ultra Sabers and Saber Forge again? Yeah, I would. I would get them empty though. There's no way in hell I'd pay for an electronics install on any of them. And that's basically my point of this video here, is that it's not so much the whole, we're not saber shaming or anything like that. We're just trying to help people make a good decision, because again, these things are not cheap. You know, I got this empty, came in 5 days. I got it because I wanted to do electronics install on it myself. It's kind of like, you know, I mean, these two right here, they're kind of like my dick around hilts, you know what I mean? Just to mess around with and to practice on. And guess what? This is 2 now, since it's a thinner hilt, so it'll be a nice practice hilt to do some installs on. So, yeah, that's my that's how that's my review kind of thing on as far as like making the right decision. Now, the blades on the Saber Forge, I like the threaded tip, but they also glue. They also glue the diffusion film. So again, when you plug in the blade, you see the fucking glue like right here, and you see the glue right here. Again, I don't know why. If you make hilts like these, you know, they have a lot of windowed hilts too. Why would you do that? It looks like garbage. They're not very bright. The threaded tip is cool. They're very strong, but because of the thickness of the tube, of the polycarbonate tube, it's just not as bright as the others. The Ultra Sabers, I think, is brighter, has a brighter blade, has a better built blade, brighter blade than the Saber Forge. Saber Forge are very strong, but they're just not that bright. Got the mid-grade Ultra Edge, and those were really cool. I had the heavy grade and it wasn't as bright either, so that's why I got the mid-grade, but there are some quality issues there. Now, Vader's Vault, there is a video on Vader's Vault that I did a while back, or not a while back, but a couple of days ago, I guess. And their blades are awesome. They have dual diffusion. They're not glued. There's a shine-through tip, and it is lit from base to tip. So those blades, they're cut straight, and they're good quality blades. Now, if they're able to do that, you know, I can only imagine what the hilts are going to be like when I get them at the end of May or June. Okay, so, and I'm not just trying to like you know powwow for Vader's Vault and stuff like that. This is my perception. This is how this stuff. No one's paying me to say this. I bought all this stuff with my own money, and I worked very hard for my money. And that's my point, is that I worked really hard for my money. I forked out some cash for this shit, and I got garbage. Okay, so as far as the blades go, if Vader's Vault was able to do that, no one else offers day blades or photon blades except for the custom saber shop. You know, they have a photon blade, but I went with Vader's Vault, and they're awesome. They're just I really like them, and I'm really looking forward to what they're going to bring to the table here. And as far as Hampton's handcrafted the OTS line, I'm excited for that too, because I've seen some really awesome work from Ken on his videos and stuff like that, and that's what kind of like watching his videos, like, oh man, I gotta get on that Kickstarter. So I did, But yeah, there you have it. You know, as far as that goes, I would go through Ultra Sabers and Saber Forge again. Yes, I would, but with empty hilts. Don't, I mean, if you're gonna go for a full install on it, it's a major leap of faith in my opinion. I have a Monarch. I have a Star Killer hilt coming from them because no one else was offering one at the time, so I went ahead and went with them. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna fuck that up too. So, to Wayne Austin, expect a message from me for my Bane and my Monarch. Hopefully, you'll have time to pimp those out for me. I really don't want to do that. I need more of a saber surgeon for that. I'll do these, but I'm not that advanced. But yeah, that's pretty much how my experience, how I perceive things. I hope this video helps. Again, I'm not shaming anybody. This is just my experience, and I hope this really helps other people in making that decision. So yeah, if you're gonna go with the Ultra Sabers, try to do their grab bags or do their stunt sabers. That's kind of cool, but don't fork out cash for the fucking Obsidian V4 or whatever, or the Emerald, the Emerald Driver. Because you can, if you learn how to do the installs yourself, you can get awesome LEDs from from KR Sabers or from Justin Marshall. Todd really talks really highly of Justin Marshall's LEDs. You have a choice of the NEC or the Plector Labs boards. You can get chassis from Shapeways. You learn all this stuff yourself, man, and you can do it yourself. It's much more rewarding to do it yourself. You meet really cool people, asking questions and doing it. You get really good ideas. It's an art. It's a craft, man. And if you're into that, I think it's worth it to learn to do it yourself, in my opinion. So, if not, get the hilts empty and then send it to a sabersmith like Shameen or Todd or Wayne, or KR Sabers or Yoda or whoever else, any of the guys that are in the group, Sam, all those guys. I've seen their work. They posted it. I've seen the videos and stuff like that. They all do really good work, and they have a love for the craft, and you see it. Okay. If you're going to go with a company that does the full install, I'd probably just go with Vader's Vault or Hampton's. I definitely would not trust Saber Forge or Ultra Sabers in a full install hilt. Honestly, I wouldn't. And that's just based on my experience. So I hope this video helps. And I'd like to thank everyone at the on the ELS and the Vault pages that really had helped me out with a lot of stuff. So you guys are all really cool, and I hope this doesn't really damage any any friendships that I have or anything like that. But it's the honest truth. Thank you.